the 26 kings they have, all of them wear the Yoruba crown, and I want to know the reason why. I've tried to make a research, but I don't know which book.
Okay, this question that you asked me, I will supply a material. You read. Since you want to,
I have the picture here. I want everyone.
Yes, I have the picture too.
Can you put Ekmenede on big screen, please?
Okay.
Because I tried to do it on my phone here, but it's not working.
I responded it.
Yeah, look at the red one. The Urohbo also have the white one also and the milk color.
Yes.
The red one is Urohbo.
Yes, I will talk about that one under culture.
The red one is Urohbo. Okay, the red one is Urohbo. Why the white one is the Yoruba? And the same crown. All the 26 kings in Urohbo land wear the same crown like the Yorubas, and they also have different colors. They have red color, milk color, different colors like the Yorubas. So I want to know. I'm so curious. I want to know. Please, if you have the material, please you can.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you because I'll send it to you. But what I'm doing, I'm looking at the etymology of the Urohbo words. Okay. The etymology of the Urohbo words. Yes, that's what I'm doing now. The etymology of the Urohbo words. I also tell you before. I've not talked about the issue of Jesse, and I also talked about the Urohbo people. Now, that Urohbo people, that word Urohbo, it has similarity with that. There's a word they use to describe it in Benin. I will look at that one in subsequent time. I want to be very, very convinced. But what I'll be able to establish today is the etymology of some Urohbo words, like Ovie or Ivie. Then I also talked about how some of the traditional rulers in Urohbo land were paying tribute to the Oba Benin. That is point number 2 now. Now, the reason why I'm saying all these things is to portray to the fact that the Urhobos is not senior. It's not senior to the Benin. And there was a question you talked about Paidu. Paidu that gave birth to 3 sons, Aka, Efa, Emai, was a Benin man. You talked about that one the other time.
Yes, I said it's a Benin man because it was a Benin man that gave birth to Edu, which is Ere. Ehe is a Benin man. So if you are claiming that your father, your progenitor is Paidu, you are Benin people. Because the Ehe, which is the father of Paidu, is a Benin man. And Paidu is not the progenitor of all the Benin people. So Benin people are far older than Paidu.
Yes, there are people before him.
Yeah, they were born before him.
We just want to start our history from Paidu.
Yeah, we choose to start our history from Paidu because of his. He was choosing as the head of. He was a chief priest, and it was the Benin people that chose him during the time of the Ojewere era. So if you are saying you are descendant of Paidu, you are automatically saying that you are Benin children. Now we're born now. That's the fact. And if you want to argue that, bring your reference, because you can't be saying history like that, Smelly Mike and the rest of the people. You can't be talking about your fake history without bringing proof. Because this time we have to be bringing proof. You can't be distorting our history and you want us not to talk about your history. We'll talk about the Urohbo history, and we are not only saying it for only today. Another day we'll see format.
No, this is the first day. This is the first day. The other things I will talk about, but I just want to start with.
We'll also talk why they also call them Zobo. Yes. And
I have that one.
Exactly.
Yes, you get that one for. That's why there's a book. Royal South, there's a book. Check it. Maybe you can check it on the internet. The Zobo, Sobo, the Zobo of Niger Delta, published by Gaskia Corporation Zaria. Check it. You get the material. The Zobo of Niger Delta, published by Gaskia Corporation Zaria. You get that your question from there. Why they were referred to as the Zobo people. Okay? Are you there?
My brother, you are not explaining to only one person. Please
Okay, sir.
Go ahead. I don't want to make you go back and forth. Just go ahead. Just pick up up. You understand? So all of us will listen.
Now let's look at the issue of the one of Agbara clan. He said this clan is said to have migrated from Agbara Oto because of oppression and enslavement by Agbara and Okwe people. Other people from Agbasa, area of Wari Township and Jesse clans joined the Ogara migration. According to E.A. Miller, 1920 intelligence report on Warafi and Wari, Zobo, Ogara clan, the Olu of Ishekiri established clan to the area, and the first Urohbo settlement was said to have got permission from the Olu's principal agent called Ologbo. It is further recorded in the report that both the Shekiris and the Benin stature contributed from the Urohbo settlement up to the arrival of the Benin colonialists in 1897. Perhaps the most interesting fact about this era is that up to 1930, the Shekiris still collected 90 euro per annum in lieu of farmland and were paying the homage to the Oba of Benin. That is Agbara. It's another clan. If you look at the reason I'm trying to look at all this one is that I will mention places that falls under the Urohbo. Then we'll look at each of them, the relationship that they have with the Oba of Benin. For example, we have the first one, we have Agbon. We have the next one, we have another one, Abraka. I also talk about the history of the Abraka. Abraka, Delta State Abraka. We have Agbon, we have Jesse, we have Agbara, we have Okpe. The history of the Okpe people. We also have it there. Okpe. That Okpe has to do with during the reign of Oba Ozolua. The Okpe people has to do with during the reign of Oba Ozolua, whose son is reputed to be the first Obi of Abo. According to we're going to be looking at that one. That one is very bunky. But let me give you the Udu. There's a place also known as Udu. Udu, look at it. Let me read the Udu clan in Urohbo land. It said the history of this clan is said to have begun originally with the migration of both refugees and warriors from Benin. The Udu clan, there's a place they call Udu in Urohbo clan. It said the history of this clan is said to have begun originally with the migration of both refugees and warriors from Benin during the time when the expansion of the old Benin Empire was at its peak in the reign of Oba Ewale the Great, 1440 to 1478. The Udu clan was formed by who? By who? The refugees and warriors. From where? From the Benin. During the expansion of the Benin Empire during Oba Ewale the Great. That is Udu. Now, the reason why I'm reading all this, mentioning their names, is for you to know that the places that all the lands that made up the Urohbo, all the lands that make up the Urobos, we're going to be looking at them each one after the other. The relationship that they have with the Benin, the Okpe, the Udu, the Jesse. I talked about the issue of Jesse, that it was in 1968 year. They now transferred the ownership and authority and the control of Jesse from Benin. They now transferred it to the Urohbo Administrative Council. Under Jesse here and Udu. You see the history. Now today somebody will come and tell us that Urohbo next senior Benin. Even the breaking of Kola North, I also look at that one. I had about 4 materials on the breaking of Kola North, the relationship between the Urobos and the Benins. Look at it. Because there was a video I saw that the man was talking about. He said that the Aka is Urohbo. Aka FMI, that Aka is Urohbo.
Aka be Urohbo. Aka founded the Udo. Are you not telling me that Udo? If you migrated from Udo, that does not mean that you are the Udo person. You are a Benin man.
There was a video of Emmanuel Izodua that he showed in his work. Go and check his work. When Izodua was talking about Aka FMI, you go and look at the video. That was the reason why he said Urohbo, Sino Benin. But I'm putting it to him now that part he do himself was a Benin man.
And not be alone migrate from Benin, from Udo. Many Benin migrate from Udo. The migration from all those village, because the Benin were once in Udo and Ogbelaka.
Yes, they change migration now.
Yeah, they were changing migration because then we don't have many communities.
Yes, now they were migrating. They were migrating now. But all of those that are today, they all form part and parcel of the Edo state. A part and parcel now.
Even some part of Udo state, they migrated from Udo also. Okay, those ones, yes. Udo state now called us that they get Udo, or they are the owner of Aka. I don't understand if you migrate.
We are two with Delta State.
It was said that in our history, it was said that Aka founded Udo and Urohbo migrated from there, and some part of Benin migrated from there, and some part of Udo and others migrated from there. So if you migrated from there, that does not mean that you are the Aka. No, you are the Aka great grandchildren.
Yeah.
That you cannot.
The key word there is that Paidu was a Benin man. It was the father of Aka F-A-M-A-E. It was the father.
If Paidu was not a Benin man, yes, the shrine would have been in Urohbo land or in Nesa land. But Paidu shrine is in Benin. And the Benin people have the right. But it's only the Benin people that have the right to Paidu shrine. We are the one that went to our Abba went to Uhe in Kogi to bring it back. Why didn't Urohbo and went there? Because you are not you don't have rights for Paidu. Paidu is a Benin man. Only the Benin people can go there and bring it back. And the shrine is still in Benin today. I beg, more than not they attached to us. Now we born on that. We are the father that father your father.
Talk when I cannot be do.
Yes. Even if Gobazuwa you're looking at Uroni
It is there. All our things they music. With the singer.
Mr. Lupe my own.
Hotel Benala Bidro. Hotel Benala Am I easy? They don't say anything. See, they come very late. Let it come. Why are you late? Because of a bad too sweet. Who took your when we are creating this stream, let it come. Why are you late? Because of a bad too sweet. Critic beyond Yes, oh yeah. And I'm nearly tired.
Okay, let me read on that again to show that the Benin is senior to the Urhobos. I want to read two things to show that I'm trying to do a recap to let you know that the Benin is senior. Listen now. He said in more recent times, it is said that the Oharisi, the Ovi of Ugeli, listen now, the Ovi of Ugeli na Urhobona, the Ovi of Ugeli spent some time in Benin. The Ovi of Ugeli spent some time in Benin before his title was subsequently ratified by the Oba of Benin in 1953. That is a proof to show that the Benin is senior to the Urhobos. He said the Ovi of Ugeli will spend some time in Benin before his title was subsequently ratified by the Oba of Benin in 1953. Yes. Number two, the Oroje of Okpe Urohbo in Urohbo West Division obtained, listen now, the Oroje of Okpe will obtain a traditional ceremonial sword from the Oba of Benin. It's just the same way as the Ovi of Ogara did during the same period. The Ovi of Ogara, the Ovi of Ugeli, the Oroje of Okpe.
Can I say something? Do you know as we speak, you see these miscreants where they talk anyhow? They are kids anyway. Now Morocco, they worry them. Even their OVA himself knows that he is the son of Oba Nedo. Do you understand? Okay. Do you know that as we speak, there is no Enoje OVA wait there for any other community or any other place wait there for under Edo State? Because you see, for that those states. Igara, Ogara, Auji, they all migrated from Benin, the Great Benin Kingdom. And I want to may I open our eyes more. Do you know that as we speak, because you guys, when they talk for TikTok, most of you are I will not call you guys kids. I go talk say una not correct because you are just trying to bring your great grandfathers down and to bring even your OVA or your enojes down. Do you know why? No coronation where they go on for any place. Any place where they under a door. So long they under a door, they are under Oba, and we only have one Oba. Do you know that no coronation where they go on for Urohbo, Isoko, Isao, Ishakiri, where they say they're not going to take some many permission for the palace.
Mama, wait till they come. Wait. Epa, I don't want to forget this. Epa, are the Urohbo people called Obo because that's their name?
I bet me and we talk this
because
one.
Me they ask that name.
Wait, Mudia, we make us again on Tana anymore. Do you know, say, no coronation, just like the of Isioluku the last time, when they were crowned the Isioluku.
The den of Agbo, the den of Agbo.
The den of Agbo, exactly. He went to the palace of Benin and he gets some kind ritual and some kind things where he go perform for a papa palace for Benin. And that goes to everybody. There's no Isa and no Jew that want crown for Isa. Where they know they go, they receive or collect that thing, that permission from the great palace. Now, so it be for everybody. Urohbo, Ishekiri, Ijo, whatever. Not what. This is
Agbo. Why are you mentioning Agbo?
Agbo. They don't even know.
Agbo na Ika na part of Benin. We
are not deviating. Royal starting with beauty.
Yeah, tell me your mama one.
Mama vie
Jesus, which kind wala be?
You love you work akabomo. Call I taba deviate enu be tametamana. Uma stand. What when I not say when I do them but when I deviate. I tell you.
Ẹ̀yin ọmọ gbé comment
you.
Comment o ma gbe immute ene.
Honestly, I rest my case.
Me block on already.
Honestly, we are starting more.
Honestly,
I can't deviate. I will put my yatamana.
Let me continue.
I say not I mean where here and here go out here. A permission of a go. Any enoge or any of you we are. Understand? Everyone was in your quite who are there.
Now listen, two things that we have done.
Alegosa, 1 minute too. You are telling me kwamawa. Bima igbina ni yani magbinana. Edo kawate yane. Owe edo isiagbon. Edo isiagbon. Bini is the creator of the world. Bima agbinaji. Ma heaveni. Edo polo. Oba eti. These are names. Inya bege. Anybody, if you are a Benima, be very, very happy. When you are Benin, if you can speak Benin very well, Edo is a great tribe in Nigeria. Anywhere Edo they dominate. To be frank and sincere, anything Edo is the Benin are the creator of the world. When can move on? we supposed to be respecting ourselves. Ma do webu me like ma go you
my sister more
another thing is that oh where agua
you are my own, you are my love. You know I love you. Kiss me. I love you. Kiss me. More. I love you, okay? I love you. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You are cool. Love work akabomo. You must saga. Where's the where Mudiamo be lovely divacho when I work. I do till any book without your weather. The saga. Oh, governor. Every no one is the baby, no one is time of your knee. Yaki mo over your satiba. Oh, governor, more than son. As a year, by a conversation with your sati.
They are one.
Now listen. Now listen. One thing I want to establish is this: in case where I talked about coronation. Then we talk about the lexico, like some of the words. They also talk about the etymology. And we also talked about those ones. Now, there's something I want to read. I said it before. I said the obvious title. I said the obvious title is the most distinct and prestigious title in Urohbo. The word Ovie or Ivie, Pura. That word now, where did it come from? That's under the etymology now. Because if you cannot deny a place. You cannot deny the words where that words come from. You cannot deny where you migrated from. Now, let me tell you now, the obvious title in Urohbo land is the most distinct and prestigious title in Urohbo land. He said the word Ovie, O-V-I-E, is said to have been derived from the Benin word Oge or Enoge, a word connoting duke. So for example, the Ovie of Ureli is a duke. Just as we have the Onoge of Esaland. Then we also have the Ovie of Ogara. It's a duke. Then we have the Oroje of Okwe. It's a duke. When you compare them with His Royal Majesty. These are some of the things that we have done to let you know that the Urohbo people, they are children to the Benin. That's what we want to establish. Let me read something for you again. He said, whatever the title of Ovie exists in any clan in Urohbo, it is observed that most executive Ovieship were obtained and renewed. Listen now. He said, whatever the type of Ovie exists in any clan in Urohbo land, it is observed that most executive Ovieship, that is first class Ovieship, executive Ovieship, were obtained and renewed from the Oba of Benin. Were obtained and renewed from the Oba of Benin. You see it? Those first class Ovie in Delta State, where do they come from? He said they got it from the Oba of Benin, and in the Oba of Benin, they will go there to renew it. This is another proof to let you know that the Urohbo people, they are children to the Beninese. I can go on and begin to go on, but I'm just trying to do a summary of that to pinpoint some points. Now I cut that where even that the market and I will bring more.
Something I want to ask because that the Mike or being a foolish Mike is trying to say they have a name of the Ogiso which are Urohbo names. Mike, there is no Urohbo name on those Ogiso. Like those Ogiso are names. You should not give meaning to Benin names. The Urohbo do not bear Odia. All those names you see there are all pure Benin names. If you not come be Edowed, if you not be say because you see Efeseke, you say Efeseke na Urohbo name. Oh, see
Urohbo right, my dear. Now Benin name Efeseke Odia. Now Benin name.
There's no boom. There are so many,
And the other thing is that if you people are not trying to claim you are trying to claim us with the Benin people. Because we are Idu is a Benin man. And he was born in Otogbelaka, which is the ring road today, close to Oba Palace. That was where Idu was born. And not all Urohbo people migrated from Udo. Some migrated from Ogbelaka. Some migrated from different villages.
They are all in Benin. That is the key word. They are all in Benin.
Yeah,
all of them are in
they did
Benin.
not migrate once. They did not migrate once.
No,
they migrated even some
succession in different
they
periods.
migrated during the time of Obaewa the first.
Yes, you are right.
Yes. So, Mike, stop trying to and also there's one thing I want to ask, I don't want to forget about the Obo, because they are saying they are the Obo people, and Benin call Obo because they said that we are the one that called them Obo. If you said we are the one that called you guys Obo, that means it's Obo, because we don't have any name we call it Obo. It's Obo.
The difference between the Urhobos and the Benin in their language, in their names, is just the pronunciation. Like the Esa and the Benin.
Now dialect differences.
Yes, Efe, just as the Esa people.
Esa just be Efe. Now let Benin and Urohbo the BFA. Esa not the BFA. Now let Benin and Urohbo.
Now listen,
Esa na great grandchildren. They know those one are great.
The founder of Abraka is from Benin. The aborigines of the Abraka.
My people, I want to talk something. The time, as in years ago, we will not say, okay, that Ogie, wait, this one, what do they call him? Not be Ogiobo.
Ogiobo.
Now Ogiobo.
Ogiobo.
I think they come more than listen.
Ogorogbe ma desuwa o bi someone lose.
Obo.
Ogbe ma desuwa o. You understand? Okay.
Yeah.
Obo was his name. And Obo is a Benin name. Ogiobo.
I bet what you Obo mean?
That my sister. Then I still they go. When they say Ogiobo, Ogie, and no Giega, just like this, some of this useless Ogiobo, I don't get what they ban. They never called him Obagobo. They called him Ogiogobo. Ogie means a no gie.
Mama Hope, but you know, say Urohbo people, they still they call their king Oroje.
Kakabo
Enoje, their own Oroje.
Now tell you just now. I got that when I said the Orojof Ope.
It was not Enoje, it was corrupted to Oroje.
Exactly. Do you know the reason why Ezomo has to send some of the his warriors? Because Baba Obo was just an Enogie Nazeyero no Rototoba.
Nazeyero
no Rototoba. He buying Adesuwa. Other no dogwe Ezomo Oba Ezomo na Mama oh yeah na me na mujane bi jeme e no sunu dan Ogiobo oni una ga egwa di bi ado no be mana egbe mi na o be sunu da be no gera no hu a ni ya sane be with Obaseki nana he suspended here ana hule here la hana hule so like the more you understand the same thing no Ogiobo. Mama Ogiobo was never a king or whatever. Ogiobo was just Ogie. No Kamenye.
Was a duke.
Where?
Was a duke.
Nobody
was a duke of Obo.
He was nothing but an Ogie, a duke. He was not a king.
Mama, you get what I want.
In the history of Edo Kingdom. kingdom. We never hear the word to Oba before for Edo.
Mama, wait, I want to ask you one question.
You
from Udo?
Of course.
I beg anything about Urobo de Udo.
Make
English because they say Urobo, everything there. Speak English here.
Sam, we not get Urobo for Udo. Listen, make I explain to you. If they come from Benin, you reach that Mojo Junction. As they go, you don't say straight, they go, you go Bazuwa. You reach Mojo, you go divert. That Mojo Junction, now be Ikpoba. For that place there, you reach Ikpoba.
Not be
listen now, may I explain that for you. From Ikpoba, you reach Igwokolo. From Igwokolo, you reach Udake. From Udake, you reach Udo. All of them are Udo, but they get different names, different area. The only place where we give Urobo for inside, Urobo, here in Medzi, we go give them.
Down
Aguobo, way near river. Now they call that place
Aguobo. No. Urobo people that they do per one everywhere for those states. They give not be that one, me they talk.
No, we not get Urobo for Udo, but me they talk am now say the only place when Urobo, you can never see Urobo people for Udo. We give them place.
Not even see me they
you enter Udo Junction. Now we don't give them.
Now I explain to you what they try to the
Okay.
Not be the Agurobo, whatever they say kind. Because I know say for those states, the entire Edo state, like Urobo, now they say kind and one for all those Aguobo. Not talking about that.
Yes.
Me they talk about like if they did anything like Iyase of any Urobo man will be Iyase for Udo.
Which question you they asking?
That one me they ask
Urobo best you come be Iyase or
like any ancient Urobo.
They
are trying to say that Urobo people still there Udo till now.
Royal Sat, throw away that speed to us or any for
Hope now, those things need to be debunked. I don't hear from many of their mouths, even Urobo people talking.
Urobo people
talk that thing.
Yes.
Damian, on the time. The team is saying, listen, there's nothing to even debunk here. It's only the fools. That are all those fools where they follow them.
People don't buy una.
In the entire history of my Edo or my Benin kingdom, is yet to year. There has never been a place where they say that they give Obiore. I'm waiting Obiore. They do it. You know, son. Udo is you can even hear come as a Benin person. You cannot come Udo again. So waiting.
I'm not taking my except where of your back.
Now, wow, Urobo people, my people, I'm telling you guys now that in Udo where I came from, my father was at Udo last 3 weeks. They go do burial for them. You understand? I'm from Idiogbe in Udo. Why my grandmother was born my papa. Now from Efa. Why my grandfather was born my papa now from Idiogbe. You understand? And my papa wife now from New Road. Just to tell you how Udo I am. You understand what I'm saying? In Udo, if you visit Udo, any of you about Udo, where you are for silver people, we give them.
I go. Every village.
I came from Bolado. And the place they very small. I go.
Can you feel born another
time? They don't follow us, they do anything. They are
just people for our village, they're separate.
Doing their oil, their red oil. They don't mix up with us. Never.
Even for my village that day.
They don't mix up with us.
Oil and Pami.
We does not like Urobo. See, in Udo, I say, oh, even dog is forbidden in Udo. I'm a kid that Doma Wobo, Hamulato. Udo. We are working that dog.
I can't start today.
Urobo and dog. What you go pass? Okay, let's go now. Saga don't start. Oh, yeah.
Mama, Mudiana got to the history.
What is the difference between Urhobos and the dogs? We know they allow dogs for Udo. So na not even fear on a customer na village now.
Who
no Mujane, amen. Nene daddy makina. So where if you one Mujane, because if you boya wo you so kono gije Urohbo we ra so kono. Na wetin dey talk my
We are Urohbo aga go here go make it on. Oga je wo. Hey, Ogbeluwa Urohbo me na ya say. Oh, go Ogbelewa bi wa oja. Una say go down from ready mudia.
Mama wait na Mudia la wo mama. You want the black pen they show me.
What nonsense?
I don't know why my phone. If I say I did like that, I feel they should. But
Put that
for big screen.
Now,
let me suppose people they show this thing for them.
With crown near Martin.
Put that for big screen because me, Mama, wait. I'm more interested in this crown because how can Urohbo king be wearing the same crown with a Yoruba king? Una be the same.
There's nothing like Urohbo king.
Lovely way.
It's Urohbo OVA or Urohbo Duke. Urohbo Enogie.
Yeah, that be Duke. Yeah. Mama, wait. Epalagosa, I beg because we have 106 viewers here. I want you guys to go on Google, type the Urohbo kings, and all you will see is that they are putting on Yoruba crown. And when you go to Google, also type the king of Yoruba, the monarch of the Yoruba people. They are wearing the same crown. Because because there is one page called Urohbo People. He said a prince from Ife, he was a prince from Ife. His name is Ogene Ofe. He left Ife and went straight to Urohbo land and became a king there. And he was also a native doctor there also. So I think he was the one that brought this Yoruba crown to the Urohbo.
My sister, point of correction, there's nothing like a king in Urohbo.
Okay, a duke. So it was. I think he's the one. I think the Ogene Ofe was the one that took this Yoruba crown because in Benin, the entire Edo state, we don't put on this crown. It's only one king in Lesser land that put on this crown. It's only one king in Lesser land that put on this crown. But the entire Benin, our king and our Enogie, we don't wear this Bola crown. We don't have anything to do with Yoruba crown. But you see Urohbo and one part of Lesser land, they wear this crown. And nobody's talking about this. And I'm trying to bring awareness on this TikTok because I want us to deliberate on this crown. Because it's I think there is a ties between them.
My sister, I feel the crown to you. You see this crown, the meaning of this crown, it means the meaning of this crown don't mean say Yoruba don't even get anybody where it comes from where they did.
Yoruba give Yoruba this crown.
Listen, my sister. Listen, my sister. The Urhobos, they are from Benin. And they were slaves. They ran away like the Esau.
No, Mama, not talk that one. We will not talk that.
Okay, that is some slave. Okay, for now. You understand?
Let's find a slave for now.
Okay, Urohbo migrated from the great Benin Empire. Fine. How they continue to wear this crown?
Now, one
wait, now one Urohbo OVA. Now he goes trap Yoruba woman. If they ask for movie, now they take thief the crown when they wear for you.
Why
you have gear? Man like why you have gear?
Because I want me to do research on that crown. And then yeah.
Roya. Now just small. I have it. I just want me to do it small.
Okay.
Like today, like I have the other thing was that's why I say I just keep coming. I just see so that I see the last. Like what we have done today now, we have seen that the Mike said that the Urohbo is senior to Benin. That one has already been debunked. That is the fallacy.
Exactly.
One, through the coronation and through the authority. It has banana where, for example, that thing that the Mike said is not that cap. I'll look all of them. That one, I don't want to look culture. We're talking about culture, the mode of dressing, the language, and the name.
Can you please block this idiot chaos leader? Please come back. As a comment section, block that idiot.
Yeah, so for more than 1 month now, Sister Mecca be crazy. What you not do? You not quiet. Sister will come quiet and look now.
Who is this famous? Roya, Reminita. Roya, Reminita.
Famous Akon. Where you from? Con? What you call doing?
Yeah, they try to put that thing. You know they do.
No, they do.
Famous Akon. You know they talk.
The dress code. Now the dress code of the Urohbo people.
I bet me I ask a question. Where you from? Con? Okay. Okay. Domo. Who katane?
Call. Mon sacon, là, que nous connaissons d'où. Maman rien de ma big bo.
You call, I mean, or a radio Wakuyon.
Libya were here, pa.
I will Italy, my will be a coming here, will pack it, will be a domain here, where I'm on no body of Ukiri, no, why will be a domain? Zuko, I mean, or a radio, it went off for work, be.
More booking.
You are done, you are when I will leave the Bawa for work.
What's it?
Because I will be in my mind where doing Yaku. Was yeah, when Obano Soba or in my Yaku, Tito Kaiga.
No, really, I want to
Well, don't
Jonica Otoba Mujanua. Baba Guayan, maybe Mutek women down.
So what you have done today is this. It's very simple. It is a fallacy and a propaganda for an Urohbo man to say that Urohbo is not to Benin. That is not true. And a very good example is that places like Abraka, places like Okpe, places like Jesse, they were previously under the authority of the Oba of Benin. For example, the Oba of Ugeli will have to spend some time in Benin before his title was subsequently ratified by the Oba of Benin. A very good example was just in 1953 year. So if the Urobos are senior to Benin, how come the Oba of Ugeli will have to go to the Oba's palace, the Oba of Benin, to ratify his overship before he will take over the throne? That one, another point. Then the Orojo of Okpe, the same thing too. Then we also have the Obi of Ogara. Ugeli, Okpe, and Ogara. These are all Urohbo clans. And the OV and the EVA, we have to take permission from the Oba of Benin before they can occupy the throne during their coronation. You understand? So that's one of the things that we are able to use to debunk them. That what they are saying is not true. So that is that. Anybody can also contribute.
I bet anybody will contribute. Blackman, they will never got to when I power. My support not a big platform. Anyway, say you have money, man, when you have it same baby.
If you
normally a mass up a picture and a mass up no more support just a phone back
when they large do. I don't know the comment section
which message
Yoruba, Eshan, Onda, Oba, Nedu. uko akpolo utoto ya je wa ze yan ju ayan go alo bie kan hin na
TikTok here as well.
Why can't we if we was young, they are distorting our history. It's not they are not looking for viewers.
but we but I even go in when we na go in
Royal Sati, go to the no be. Go to the no Royal Sati. Mama, I love you.
They don't need to say famous, they hear me.
Yeah, they hear you, Baba.
I just see your face now. Now you heard that for grow. They hear me.
Anything.
You heard that. If I SP now.
SP, your TSP were here. I will total. I could saw me.
Mujane, we might want out the YSP now. After the Modias or the Libyas.
I would have what yes.
Oh, we might born. Oh, we might born river before that Agape ministry, you know.
Okay. I don't understand. There you know I'm going off with what
I bless you.
Wow.
I bless you,
You call down.
Off with bottom. Il a platform of Pavé. Ya get them pa. Il a platform of Panasono de Yoruba yana wa talo. Yana wa agbe. E mo pa kata yana wa ko yo to yamari gwan. Ina keni agwan yamari gwan. Via Hamia, yana wa teme rio vena ba ina Hamia we history no watana mana magmistry. Ina we maru wuki. Akbe ukino bana ewe ba ewe ra ina we va yana mama ewe ikala de na uo I don't know where the one ma so na vo sunu iya do ijima no kwa no bira me do aka mi ma we no bia kan no ka do aka mi ma we ikala de na o pa we do we vie so no sunu we na tamia we no sunu we be go a
ikala de no baba ikala de
ai meta na ni week ikala de na meta de na we ni ya pronounce ni
ikala de
Eita na we kala de na eita we ma ni meta ma fi e we ni the sentiment I weta mama kai we the sentiment I weta iwa na aka mi ma we na ya
yo pa ma weta ya ye do ya to no na eta gbi baba wa to ra ni iwe ekala de ra no ikala de ra
na Ekala de na ni me ya ta na we
when we kala de na say that when idia
okay what they pronounce no I be kiane we say mommy na we ina wo na ba ona no gba na we na ya gbe wa ma gbe wa ana do si ai ana do gbo kokko na te we na ya gbe ana do ya kan me gwa we agbe ne ina ge na ya vie ma ye the true ina na wa silent ina we na ya vie ma ye the true o ma na ido awu enya ya we consumption we de ma no kwa ya mama we na we what history no wa ma na we na wa mama me ka mu wa na history ai kana ina we ana kan mi ma we no ido ya gba ya na do mi wa iju ogo boje jogo bo ni iya ina kan mi awo ma na we na gbe wa re no pe o ma wu yan ye dori oba ege na ya yo ta Yoruba yin dodo yin yin yan ba yin ma na yin mu emi no we eguarira we do ma mu ari odo ya we ne odo ina wa yi we na ga do ma giro na do we adi we te do ari oba we yi se ma na ai we jora kora ko na we ama bio e do sisa ama bio e do e ti ri oba wa ana we no ma no ri oho we do no bie oni odo sun ari oba ige do na we ege na kana we ge kala de ma ya sunu ni na wa ma oba ere iko ai mi oba iko wa tale bi wa ma wa fish we even when no sinya we there show we obonu wa we kana no none of them no we gbe na akeri agwa me no gwe na fi live video ni understand that me na iba mi ni an go alo the palace ina we kan me we wale
add to what you said. I asked them a question last time. I think Abraham Penede was there. I asked them a question. I said, okay, you said noise they come from somewhere. Can somebody mute? Please? I don't know where.
Le muti show you can you know muti because it's
okay, we go do you know baba. In a name, I can't ask the questions here. Okay, all this talk una dey talk now. All this Yoruba people. Una say Oduduwa, he fall from sky. Now una get Oduduwa. Now una nenemi. Now I come ask them one question, which they don't give me answer till today. I say, what is the meaning of Oduduwa in Yoruba language? They could not give me that answer. Then I now told them that the name Oduduwa is a Benin name. Ododuwa. Ododuwa. That is why no Yoruba person will give you the meaning of Oduduwa in Yoruba language.
Oduduwa is Oduwa.
Oduwa, I mean, sorry. They can never give you the meaning of Ododuwa because they could not pronounce that name. Then they changed it to Oduduwa. Ask any Yoruba person, they can never tell you the meaning of Ododuwa. What is the meaning of Ododuwa in Yoruba language? You don't get meaning for Yoruba language. Now Bini, now Ibi, now Bini get the meaning. Now we get the meaning, now we know the meaning. So you can carry on, sir.
You know why all this history are truth? But to me, where I farm, I've been to that place.
Okay.
All this, anything you want to say like is struggle. All Edo history, if you trace it, everything is perfect.
Yes.
Okay, you saw those places. You can only you say Ugo told those places. You can only you see all. Even when they were taking over to Calabar, where they stop, there is still a building in that place. Everything about Benin, anything is every history about Benin. All are right.
I don't know. You see a lot of people. But with the Benin, we said it. Say yes, they captured Obavora.
Yes,
we don't lie about our
even when they hail our king.
It is up there.
Then they call her
defeating we admit say British defeat us.
Let me listen to me, Ekman. They did not capture Ovorame. Ovorame submit himself to the British.
Himself to avoid
because of the Benin, because of his people.
Yes, no, he submitted himself.
He was not captured.
Listen, let me Let me tell you another thing that people does not really know. Do you know where Arimu Ovorame Calabar, after he submitted himself, Arimu Eri Calabar, Honor Aruwoko, do you know where Honor Yahuwa, Okoni Ogbeyame, Ameyelakba, or see another, when you go to ancient Benin music, the history, if you want to know history about the Benin, you will not go listen to ancient Benin music. You will see every history that way. You don't even need to go read book. Then when Agwabasini, the first son of Ovorame, when he went to Calabar, then the Oyibo, they come base for Calabar. You understand it? Ovorame must see Calabar. But it's just that because they do something. Just because he's a great man, but with the Benin, my Ovorame, Ogbokoyame. Also, another see one way. But no more Ovorame to Yerivia. Ovorame na movie was to Yerik Miname. Ogbokoyame.
If you let me correct you, we'll correct you when I do your time. Or I do where you know, all why the great. Well, here, on a vie, I said, I where Ogbe, Uzebu, of your local Yeva, as an Afia Yeva. That is a great man. Here at a story do my way. Usene why I look where over I do her.
Oh, by way, my brother.
Over I Okba. Oma amane kiramu eje wona wata
egbewa dioba se iro wa bi o se ya mut egbewa dioba se
no bieri me Omo kan gi jegbeji, ije no bi yeme gi jegbeji. Then you ask your message. Do you know where I will bury her? Okay, ije no bi me fo. Uda era no bi me. O gyobo eno. Ona bi akunwa. Obi akunwa. Obe ta. Ona lawa. Oma yi pedeva. Owa loye. Oma kwami. So, if you want to know Benin history, in fact, the way they talk, you don't even know anything about the Benin. The great Benin Empire. You understand what I'm saying? So, anawhere, if over me, ogbo koya zenya. Omakpa. Who that one not see it? Or where?
Mama,
We
are not talking about Orima. Now I got taste to my so Anna talking in my way. Now I focus on my
sister. I'm an outside, maybe your knee. Boy, Manedo, that is why I said it initially where we are very transparent. We don't cover our history. Because there's nothing to hide there. Listen. No, as we are talking about their history, we go as in other Kugbe. My sister. In the history of Edo, I'm not useless. So that is why we are proud of our history. So when I tell this story, then I give my top where he gave me no understanding it. Okay,
Mama, you're Geledo.
I know.
If I love us,
It's talking Mama our history not dirty now. It's there. They all know our history. But they cannot say it the right way. Now, let with the Benin, they talk the history, our history and other people's history in the right way. We know they lie. Because our history is transparent. Yeah. Our history not dirty. So we are proud to say it anywhere.
If I see the other crime when I bring come. Now, this one I see Urohbo History.
We're talking about under the dress code.
Because they get the same color. Like they get Urohbo people get white, like they even still get that Allah for your crown. So Urohbo people still get her. I'll still bring her come maybe next time. Because in Benin, we don't have that crown. So I don't know what Urohbo people they do with Yoruba culture. I don't know what they are doing with the Yoruba crown. Do they have something together? They have this crown and they also have the Allah crown also. That long one that
sister man, let me tell you one thing. Any king no give ne ben. Keke va da go ne. Or gwa bake la den. Or when no come you that emblem show the symbol that you are coming from the great palace of Benin. I'm sorry. No. If phone man or no. Oh my God. When you gonna anybody sorry, anybody no man emblem. Adabe Benin. Any king you know him una beg walk gunya. Get doctor. When I'm already calling you who you're going. Who come on? Only why I'm at a road.
Not your full me see they wear this crap. But our king, none of our king they wear her.
No, mommy. But once they have that,
I'm not talking about the Adalebe. I'm talking about crown. Because crown is important thing for people culture. Crown is very important.
Wait, David, I cannot pay. I'll tell you my way. I cannot pay. Eri maga or monere diawa. Erunania una no ni madwa mu una no do use red and this thing.
Now Urohbo na give Yoruba. Yoruba give you.
Exactly amare runa you ege no pe ivie oba ya ha beto isege baba hia ri o erunia ri una no de no ye no lega na use red and white na omonere diawa oga osun amu eyu egu na be say na this red and white ni you swear be ase
na yari back get out me they give you answer now me carry answer no gbese.
What do you want to know about this crown?
The Urhobos migrated from the Benin.
I know, so they migrated from
and
the
another thing, when they can't get this cap, I don't fair talk and since. Maybe now you don't put it down. Now when one Yariba ma go strap Urohbo woman. Now they for go collect all this copy cap where they wear.
Our king go wear Yoruba crown. Mama, the Olu of Warri did not put anything on about Yoruba. They don't. The Olu of Warri don't have Yoruba crown. They don't dress like Yoruba. Never. How come the Urohbo people that said that they are from Benin? They put all their kings put on the Yoruba crown. There is something to this.
Yeah, na the Ekiabu way matter, the Prikatoto matter way enter. Now
I need more historical fact. Now that me yours is fine, not be now historical.
No, not be like now dead the old this is.
If I can't that historical fact, Urohbo
make that they advise. They'll say, man, put your thing for inside your trouser.
Okay.
Now the one of the Urohbo OVA. When not put it in for a trouser, now you go use that for your Yariba person, and from there they can't go inherit the Yariba crown.
Mama, wait. In the entire, even the Esako of people do not wear the crown. Mona, listen to me. I get where they drive, they go. The Onwa people do not wear this crown. It's only the Esan. Some part of Esan wear this crown. The energy of Uromi and the energy of Udu.
Why is no care of Uromi Aslam?
Wait, Mama.
Because they imitated Nupe and the Nupe.
Muslim now. Aslam is a Muslim.
And you know what the Mama, wait, you talk.
Okay, Mama.
I said the thing is that if now one of Urohbo now they wear this crown, it not go pay me. I will not do research. But the entire 26 king, the entire one, you'll be like if you type Yoruba king now, all the Yoruba kings they wear this crown. Same way all the Urohbo people put on this crown, their kings. And with the Benin, we don't put on this crown. And if you go to the Agbo, in the den of Agbo, they don't put on this crown. The Olu of Warri, it did not put on this crown. With the Benin, why not do not put on come, it is only the Urohbo people and the Yoruba people that put on this crown in Nigeria. There is a relationship between them, and we need to know about the relationship. Okay, go on. Nagbola krana.
Okay, je want to believe it. Don't even we go away. I will tell you that I'm carrying you. I like you.
Royal Satina, the man that start is that about is that about that.
Don't we go away. I can't with you.
Saloba. Yeah, fiekia. So you ask the same question. You can say, why ask them? Uromi, Onofe, why they wear the same thing? If you say, Uromi people, they are from Nupe. The Eastern people are from Nupe. If you are Moleyahi, Ima only bunu your lead, Yanamwe, Yani Boto, Domasa. Wanivia to buy Naye Moleka. Yani Mumboto. The Mumboto was sick by the backbone. You understand? Anything. Ugabi, everybody, yo, Bani, is a war in Risa. If you are Molea, Ugaga, any aware, or what you want. Ekia, Uboya Fisse, or Tajariba, any everything who know again, we everything crown all here. You understand? If yeah, it's a Benny Ronia, and no pay a carry, my bell, what you want. Molea ya.
No say no na so tesa. Say me we dey care wo jire no. No say of Irua no Kagesan. Okan ya mare be nupe. Ana won fi egbe we dey Muslim. Ona say to Muslim na kan to your bo. So emu he na ya like ajiyan hun. We gba ke ka gbe lo.
Mama Mila dey here, make she talk o.
Mama. Karama. Bowa. Like
Akoyo Yoba.
I do man.
I never know what you know they talk about too.
Now,
Mommy, boy.
I just I never know. I make me the list first.
You know, if you go to Toy, every time I will be a good jack or a criminal, no make a music to Toyina. Mamma, what am I making you whether at a bonnet we carry beer?
Me, I just the only thing with me I know Urohbo and the Benin no relate. I never know, I understand what you talk about, and I make me say make I fair listen. But no, I know of the fact say Urohbo and the Benin no relate at all.
No, we relate. Oh, bylaws are the relate.
Okay, Mona talk first because me I never know.
But
may I listen first. The bylaws are they read the history.
A bylaws are where
when you got if Urohbo people are related to us, why are they putting on Yoruba crown or their kings? Because that one is a big is a like that's in now big thing. No, because if you look at all the kingdom that the Benin priest went to become a king there, all of them do not have this crown. The Den of Akbar do not put on this Bola crown, this Yoruba crown. No. If you go to a war, they did not put on this crown. If you go to if you go to Isialuku, they do not put on this crown. But it is only the Urohbo people that put on this crown. The Urohbo and Isoko, all the entire Urohbo and Isoko kings, they put on the same crown.
Please stop your
with
comments.
the Yoruba people.
Don't insult anybody. I will never take that from anybody. I don't want to see that. Mute royal start. White fire. Woman, not take a time. We'll block you here. You don't come here to insult anybody. We don't take it. No, don't do that. My brother. If not, my here why I call them way.
All what you do is
my why I call comment section. Now come on, no, it's not fair. And I will never take that. Please don't do that again. And I block you with a I will make sure I block you with the whole of Edo People's platform. Who are they platform listen? We don't care. You understand what I'm saying? Don't do this again. Please, my brother. I respect you.
That means there's something attached to it now. May we find out according to Royal Sat now.
Exactly. We should find out. We should do a research. Now that research that we want, let me maybe know because Yoruba they call crown a day. Maybe get with Urohbo they see them because anything crown is an important symbol in every culture. Now very important thing. For your kings to be wearing a Yoruba crown, for all the Urohbo kings to be wearing a Yoruba crown, there is something to it. We got to do a research.
Yeah.
Don't be saying we are related to Urohbo and we are not putting on the same crown with them. They only carry out that weapon.
Because me, I never hear say we relate to Urohbo. So let's find out about this crown. How come about the crown like this? As we see. As we do research concerning the same bill.
Mama, if you go, if you type all the of Urohbo, all the kings of Urohbo, all of them wear this crown. All of them one not remain. All of them get this, and when the time when we say the energy of Igweben do party that time, it's like last month. If you see now, Urohbo king, now they different. But the clothes were the same, or the attire, red and white, were the same. But the crown were different. If you look at the Benin chief that went to the Igweben, they were wearing the same crown with the Igweben people, all the Inogies in Esaland. But Urohbo were different. They were looking like Yoruba people.
Okay, may we find that very important.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because crown are very important thing for person in culture. How can you be wearing a Yoruba crown and you are telling us you are from us or you are senior? Go and focus on, go and do a research if you are related to Yoruba people or Yoruba people is your father. Go do research if you're
my brother, can you have a name?
Make sure the chance they go back to Yoruba land. Not be Benin or Yoruba land.
When we came in, now see more. We tired na waje na ge. Awu obo me ya gbe won mo
a platform my was as a platform that's it. So it's
Mona, hold on first. Whitefire. May you not insult anybody. If you see say what they do for platform, you not like and you go pass.
I don't feel
you understand. Not be everything where they do for platform you supposed to like. If you see where they do what you not like, no insult, you go just pass.
Or I will block you here. I'm not lying.
Thank you.
I'm not joking. La will go, my brother. La will go. You want him here where Babala or more. La will go. La ho. Me man, ya wa wo bo we ki wo bo me we. O ma ge la wo wo enu we do ki wo bo me no if you pe gi ma. We do aro yo gi ma be ki ma ye me take on you ma so. La wo go my brother la ho. La wo go brother do Jesus de ki enye ise be. La kwa bo la se gbe. We o bi so. Babo la ye gbe.
Obere IVA Urohbo History. So they are just trying to just use that for views. So they want to support do the Urohbo do of which you have to be do the senior. You understand? So any place in the Dorila do audion. So I didn't make any boto. So only there we you know.
Adede kamia we doves Urohbo relate am when anado amieni adin amadi. Not be few with person even relate. Now there you go can't even they talk about seniority or who be you.
Mama, you don't say for that Urohbo land, Otedo they said Otedo for one local government.
Mama, one
people the language they speak for them are Benin. There be people, but there be Urohbo today.
They were
and the story will belong my net though. Very easy.
Now me take gbenu we guna go we gun asin gbe yare mana sebe we here Melo igba ye na ni a me na aya sebe tabi ame ha
the one word yeah the one word America gan wa hin
the one word there
no about that Otedo for Delta State for Urohbo land because you get one community that they call Otedo and Otedo means Edo. In English, Otedo, Mama, I talk important thing. And in English, Otedo means Edo land. So if those people are not pure Edo people, why are they not calling that land Otedo? Because in Edo State now there is nothing like Otuobu in our land, no. But we have Otedo in Urohbo land, and they are kings, and the language they speak there is exactly like our language. Urohbo people are saying it is that language is not a dialect of Urohbo. That language is a dialect of the Benin, of Edo language.
Okay,
that language it never Benin past Urohbo. I don't know why they put
the one word make one more.
So if the tell important thing, no, you not really like make give some make talk.
You understand? Give it to no wrong no.
Important thing. I want to make sure if you know any history about that place, may talk. No, that's
we Mudiane. And the one what we bear to do conviction more. We bear to do more. We bear more a day more.
If I know anything about that,
more a day.
I got to tell you just now. Not so that's why I keep quiet because me, I don't really understand. Mama Mila asked a question just now. Now let me answer Mama Mila.
Hello, Mama, no problem. When they talk on that thing, they listen for you.
No worry, may you mute, but not go back. Yeah, you talk your own.
Good evening.
Pardon, Molani. Don't
We'll talk on WhatsApp, yeah?
Yes, sir. No problem, sir.
You don't know where contribute more. The one word. More.
One was called.
Mama, that love. Come on me.
Oh, you're Jacob.
Me wadame uwa emanasi. Egbe mara me ready o se managwan.
Okay.
You are well. You are well.
People talk. He say as flood. He say Benin can start afresh. Flood can wipe all the old Benin people. Later, the land can start afresh with Aka. That is a slap to our face.
Maybe I do.
They distort our history, not be small. He said, when the flood came, who tell you say now Benin go with Baidu?
So are you not telling me now that people don't change mouth now? They say flood or even
yes, so they say that flood can't wipe out the old people where they go like after the flood can't wipe out the old Benin people, then the do they come back after they don't go here, come back.
Oh, moderator, when we comment section. I would not like a nonsense. This
one they find relevant. Now me want give
you like a nonsense comment.
This local boy. Go wash your smoke bola. Go and wash your smoke bola. I don't get time for you. I don't have time. I don't have time for you. No, the boy they distort our history not be small. The boy no it boy they try to fit in Urohbo history to our history.
I block him. You take comment on the line.
They try to put the king of the
you know, say one thing we say, none of the what you mean they see where we say some people know how to do the see. Now be this thing. Yeah, why me around pa? No what they me va or me I'm not concerned anywhere. No man not concerned do. Mawa muken where
na. O mi je me lo mo sa beje wa di me de ti abe o ge bi le so ku se buti be
boy, you're me not bad on the making I swear yana. Boy, you're here. You almost fake history like TikTok.
Yes, I know.
For me,
boy, the men were very intelligent boy. Runda made at the TikTok was sending do. Mena wa di by in a way, or mona no go view boy. Very intelligent. Oh, ina ze wagwa ita we artifact ni avio wobo. I know anyway. You see we artifact wobo. You know when you get artifact re me ni avio ye otuobo. Ade ona was so here so gume argue again me mayo evade me na iwature. Wa mi history for one ya mai na ni antalorania. Obe boy ni okere.
History.
Only a problem. If you do, yeah, 1 year always sameda. Yeah, 1 year room over. Oh, my name be a do, may not history do. Wagging no country do.
Me, I even go there to go to debunker. Only
do a we are you way. Evani, abe supremacy near Tani Kando Larry, because he give where you way, ne? Ye can't a weird door keki, Benana, where door, Dion.
Exactly.
Let me not see any men I give you relevance. Edo tia bo me whenever tia wo.
Mommy, if you're planning me at mommy. Now you be married, what to me? Mammy, me obo me ati fati there. The only thing where I don't see Urohbo, see where everybody know Urohbo no. If you're planning me, go obo. Keke viso kona. I will see. Who see up by your bame? They mean here. Who see here? Here, if you see there, you have sick.
The banner will go away cancan.
Everybody want to get. Everybody want to come. Mommy, everybody want to come. We can't wait. Ige dami ore. Ikanu aya sogo. Edo owo ogederi nyame ya. Everybody want to yo wo ye ya be ya be me. So sa lo bo ani man. Em na wa ya yi magbara. Usi. Ya na la kwa ya se kave ati e be so madu. Usi me ya yi me ya ti fati Urohbo. What take us down?
Research in a Yeroya Sato, but because you can't with research of the same way. I'm at a way no place like
Now, talk, sis. I want me biologists at the engage. You get what? You get what? Because some secrets go
now, truly, as Royal said, they talk, and there's something to this Bola crown. Now, that one we need to find out.
Exactly. Now, this one we need to find out. There is a connection. Sometimes it's not about talk. No. Nothing. No, are not the two they talk. Sometimes if they talk, some points when they come and we say. Wait for there are some people they never ever think about it before.
I think was serious, so I see don't see.
Let we do the research.
Talk.
If you ọkọ ìwà sọtọ ọbọ yẹn wà fi ẹrú egbò lájú. ẹrù mi wà mọ ẹ mo fi ẹkọ ẹbù tó tẹ ní wà mú jù gẹ ẹbù mú yàyà. àwọn ọjà àkàwọn ní káàkiri yàn mìà náà bọ máa fi ẹbí ẹnà gbé náà bẹ gbé àfi ẹbí ẹnà bẹ fún yàrá pọbí ọjì ẹpọ bẹ máa yá jẹ wọn náà ni.
ọkọ ní wọ kíkú òbò kíkpé òbò yíyá lákú lákèké àgbé òkú òbò àbí ẹkẹ ayédè òbò bí ẹsàdí wí àwọn ènìyàn òbò bí ẹsàn fọwọ́ bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ nẹ̀fẹ̀ náà díẹ̀ ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ tó náà díẹ̀.
Mama ṣe àyíyàn hun.
Eze kí ọ̀sánlọ́bọ̀ wọ́n ya wé adé. Ìwú òbò. Ọ̀sánlọ́bọ̀ ọ̀rí yí adé àgbọ̀ ọ̀dà wìyẹ kí á lè eze kí á yà wà gbé ya. Ẹzọ dán. Eze àgbọ̀.
Wàgẹ̀ awé ìjọ.
Tẹ̀mú òbò ẹ̀yìn ọ̀sánlọ́bọ̀ ẹ̀tẹ̀ yà wà lẹ́yìn.
Mommy Mila, good evening, man. Thank you for joining.
Oh, Baba.
Today, I overheard your question. I just want people to see more talk funny things. Yes, you asked a question. Yes, historically, history said that there's a connection between the Urhobos and the Benins. Likewise, the Isoko, likewise the Ika, likewise the Ogachuku, likewise the Onitsha. You see, likewise the Shekiri, the Isoko, the Ijo, and the Urohbo. Now, in history, they term it as ancient Benins in diaspora. Ancient Benin in diaspora. So when you look at the ancient Benin in diaspora, we have Onwan, we have Akoko Edo, we have Ogwachuku, we have Ika, we have the Onitsha, we have the Ijo, we have the Isoko, we have the Urohbo. Now, historically, the people of Urohbo migrated from Udo and Benin City. They left, and there were reasons why they left, and they didn't leave at once. They leave. History says that they live in succession. They left in succession. Now, when Daddy Mike talked about the Urohbos is similar to the Benins, yes, what he was saying was that the Urohbos and Benins, they have blood ties. But where he was wrong was that when he said the Urohbo is similar to the Benins, that was a propaganda. That was not true. That is one. Now, earlier today, I did a summary of the history and the origin of the Esan people. And I said, in future, for prosperity's sake, that there are books that have been written by the Esan people talking about the relationship between the Beninese and the Esan. And a very good book was that of Belokoto Christopher Okoji. That is that. Then, and I said today, we will start a class on the history and the origin of the Urohbo people. And I said that the Urohbo people is one of the ancient Beninese in diaspora. You know, when we talk about the Benin Empire, under the Benin Empire, we have the Benin Empire encompasses ancient Benin in diaspora. When we look at the ancient Benin diaspora, we have the Ika, we have the Ogwachuku, we have the Onitsha, we have the Shekiri, we have the Soko, we have the Urobos. Then we have the Owo. All of them, they form what we refer to as the Benin Empire. You know, sometimes we say Benin was an empire. Yes, Benin as an empire consists of so many clans, tribes, people. But the head of this Benin Empire was Benin. That's why they term it Benin Empire. And it was not the Benin that termed the Benin as an empire. It was the Europeans. It was what they saw or grant. They started describing what they saw or grant. It is not the Benin that said Benin was a great empire. It was not the Benin that said Benin was a territory. It is not the Benin that said the Benin was a city. It was the Europeans, what they saw on the ground. And they also did documentary. When they came, they started asking people, the indigenous of that land, how they have lived their life before and what they saw. That was what they documented. If you look at the history of the history of Benin were written by the Europeans through the European traders, European sailors, European geographers. These are people that did the written history of the great Benin Empire, the sailors, the traders. They were the people that did that thing. And history told us that, yes, the Benin and the Urobos, they are related. It is history. Like the Ovie title, they said that the Ovie title came through the Benin word, Oge or Enoge. That was how they derived that word. That the Ovie is a duke, just as you have the Onoje or the Enoge in Benin and in Eastern land. Then I made mention of places like Jesse. I also talked about the coronation. If you look at the coronation, that coronation will tell you that the Benin is similar to Urobos. And I cited example. I said the Ovi of Okpe, the Onoje of Okpe, Ogara, the Ovi of Ugeli, that before they will enter that throne, they must first of all come to pay visit to the Oba of Benin. That coronation automatically proved to us that the Benin is similar to the Urobos. If an Ovi, let me give an example of what I was talking about. I talked about the Ovi of Ugeli. I talked about the Ovi of Ogara. I also talked about the Oroje of Okpe. That these three dukes, they will first of all have to pay visit to the Oba of Benin before they will occupy the throne. For example, the Ovi of Ugeli spent some time in Benin before his title was subsequently ratified by the Oba of Benin. That occurred in 1953. The Ovi of Ugeli. And Ugeli is one of the clans in Urohbo land. Then we have the Oroje of Okpe. Okpe is also another Urohbo clan, where he has to obtain a traditional ceremony sword from the Oba of Benin. That also proves that the Benin is similar to the Urohbo. Then likewise, the Ovi of Ogara. The Ovi of Ogara also have to obtain a traditional ceremonial sword from the Oba of Benin. Through coronation, we are able to debunk the lies of Mike that the Urohbo is similar to the Benin. That is not true. The Benin is similar to the Urohbo. And we also look at the etymology. We also look at the coronation. If you look at most of those places that form up the Urohbo clan today, the people there, they are already, the earlier settlers migrated from Benin. They migrated from Benin. They left Benin. Not only in Udo, even in Benin City, they started founding settlement. If you look at the reason why we say Benin, Edo, Odion, was that the original home of these people today is traceable to places now that falls under Edo State. Like in the older days when we have Bende State, when we were operating Bende State, the Oba of Benin was the head. The Oba of Benin was the head. The Oba of Benin was even senior to the Ovi of Wari. The Oba of Benin was senior to the Ovi of Ugeli, the Oroton of Okpe, the Ovi of Ogara. Oba of Benin senior all of them. The Oba of Benin, but when we're having Bende State, the head of the Bende State traditional institution was the Oba of Benin. That is another point to not debunk, because what we're trying to do is that we are entering the history of the Urohbo people in order to ascertain if really Urohbo is senior to Benin. That is what that the Mike has been doing. But today we are able to prove him wrong. Then another thing I also want to look into is also the Oba Godo, Oba area, Ogiso area, Ogiso Oba Godo. He also said that the Benin should come and tell them the meaning of these words in Benin. I watched his live video yesterday. He said the Benin should come and tell him the meaning of Obagodo, the meaning of Ogiso area in Benin. So in my next class, I will also debunk him.
He even said that those names were not Edo names. When we look at those ancient names, they always, just like one Epa was explaining to him, that those names, they are tied to deities. Names that mostly they are being derived from deities and the gods. Even until today, some where you see some Edo name, you not go even know whether an Edo word, because those are ancient names.
Yes, the real Benin words, Benin names, they are ancient. Yes. Yes, you are right. If you watch
like Kabaka now, Kabaka as a name, do we know the meaning now? We don't know the meaning. Just that only Kabaka, and I'm just trying to make an example. That name, Kabaka, is a Benin name, but me, I don't know the meaning. Because it's an ancient name.
Listen, brother, even as a Chima, from historical research, we discovered that Chima was, it is Eima, it was correlated to Chima.
Yeah.
They corrected it to Chima. It is Eima, Ehima. They connected it to Chima. So there are so many things we're going to be looking at. Even like, even there is a book I read on that the kingship of the Igbo land, the kingship in Igbo land was borrowed from one of the Benin. I also have it there. So we're going to be looking at all these things. We need to be saying these things out. They will be quoting the source, so that when we are old and we have lived long and gone, our children can continue from there. Yeah. But what I see a situation where people are trying to distort the history of the Benin, because they discover that there's no way you talk about any tribe in Nigeria that you don't make mention to the Benin, especially the one in the Niger Delta. They must make reference to Benin, and that Benin will always be Odion. If you
really want to dig into history, you will be surprised how this whole word is even befriended. Because I don't get
something happened.
But my brother La whatever. To explain to him the meanings of the names of
no need. Maybe I go
you understand? All of them, they are Edo names.
Exactly.
You not even reach where you go to save it until you explain to them.
Mama, me want to talk one thing. The name Olorogu. Do you know that the Yoruba people also have the name Olorogu as the title in their land? But we have never come out to tell the Yoruba people, come and tell us the meaning of Olorogu, because the Yoruba also use the word in their land. We have never said that.
And again, they say Ogiso, not be only Oba again, they say Ogiso still come from Yoruba. And that's what I overheard them saying the other day.
Urohbo, they give Yoruba hand to distort their own history, but they
that's why we not allow anybody to say they want to promote Edo or they want to talk about Edo history any longer, because they must surely, say that supremacy, that thing will not belong to them, that thing will they not be. Once they don't try to defeat their history into your own, now that supremacy, whether they claim that marginalization, whether they claim, Now they claim am, now they go come like to the put am in. That's why not they freak me. When anybody say they want come support it, though they want promoted, though you not get place. Make everybody they promote.
I don't say they want united.
Everybody talk about
it. They our name Jordan and stupid tribe.
Let me take us the one about this. So.
That's why one honey, yeah, one me not talk about it, no ma. Yeah, what be are you buying that bonia? Ah, one. Ima way. Me only me as me at this so I go feel promote my place. You understand? I don't need you as an outsider. Messaging trust on
they look all of the outsider like strangers.
Because there's no way we can do ya more
good way like a stranger to me.
I mean, no way dead he where do I have way on your never gonna do it back very on it. Out of the names there, the Mwagari Ayoni, ye was who over do.
Me never see a person with a beer name like Idu Bowa, Idu Bo, Idu Yekeve. No, only Benin had the bear those names. So now they're not in my money greeting the money slide do. I never see Urohbo I would the greet slide do. Another shame.
Royal Satimodiane. Waiting me, I decided my own stand is that if you say your people are related to Benin, if I never see you now from the revered palace of Benin Kingdom, as other people they go even up to the ancient, the Benin descendants, you go see their kings or dukes, whoever is watching over them from the palace. Now me I talk, me I not get their time again. If I never see your people in the revered palace of Benin Kingdom, say truly, the palace can say yes, so una relate to Benin. For me, you are not from Benin.
Exactly, Mama. Me, I see the Urohbo. They are more related to Yoruba than us. You know why they talk? Because this their crown. It speaks volume. How can Urohbo kings, all the 25 kings in Urohbo land, are wearing the same crown with the Yoruba kings? Only that one alone and I go back.
Yes, sir.
Go to Google, type Urohbo kings, and also go to Google, type the Yoruba kings. You will see that the Yoruba kings and the Urohbo kings, you cannot even differentiate them from their crown. You cannot.
Hold on first. Make everybody there their day. If you want say, or you want me to understand, say truly, you are from Benin. Let me hear it from the revered palace of Benin Kingdom. Otherwise, may they just forget and you not come from Benin. Everybody there their day. Some dukes, some kings, they go to the palace. From there, now they say, they know our people. People where we come from the same Benin together. Otherwise, I never see whether the duke or king go from the palace. Where I understand truly say, una also come from the ancient Benin. Me, I know they believe anybody. I know they believe. Make everybody just day their day. If you want me to believe, go to the palace. So now that one me I stand put to. Because we are bad people. Now you don't go to see who go claim say na me be senior, na me be junior. I beg me they carry their wahala they go. We are those. Benin is our home. Right from time immemorial, right from the beginning. So if you say you are also from Benin, let me hear you saying that from the palace of Benin. That's the only way I can believe you. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you for your contribution.
Hello?
Let's listen to...
I will contribute.
Please, before you contribute, you have to introduce yourself.
Yeah, well, Mr. Alowosa, I mean, I don't pay from Benin.
Thank you. So what's the contribution, sir? Let us hear from you.
The contribution is that what I want to support what Mama Mila is talking about, because this issue, we know that the history, we are all related or whatever. You know, not to drag this thing so long, even they are saying what they are saying.
What are we dragging?
No, it's not we, them, it's not we, it's not we, it's not we. I'm talking them, no, they are dragging themselves. What I want to say is that the first step, because there's two elements those people are using. That two elements that they want to use to attach to the Benin is Idu and Igodomigodu. We're supposed to be telling them they are not.
Listen. They're not attaching it. It is history. They're not attaching it. That's what history says.
We know, my brother. Let me just. It's just my contribution. Then you can
put it away.
respond.
Let us know. People are listening to you.
Okay. To me, from my own perspective, I'm saying from my own opinion. I know it's history. If they know the history, why are they not using the same document you are reading from to state the correct history? Why are they not using the same document? They know that document you are reading from is existing. Why are they not using that beautiful document to narrate their own history as a good progress to the Benin history? Why are they talking the opposite side? The moment they are talking the opposite side, the moment they are talking the opposite side, there's a way you cut. What I want is that we cut them off. When we cut them off, they should be the one that is doing what you are doing now. They go and look for a book and be telling us how they are related to us. It's not we telling them. Wait. Let me finish first. Let me finish. My opinion.
This is my platform. Listen, you will talk. You cannot come and impose your decision on people. There are people.
No, I'm not imposing.
Listen now. Why I control man? I do not like. If you want to cut them off, you cut them off. There are people that want to listen. There are people that are gullible that will need to electing them. We need to electing them. That's how you people were saying, cut them off. At the end of the day, they get that momentum. That if not for people who came out, the monkey face and what have you, people would have believed them, including me. You have believed them. If you think that you want to stay away, you stay away. Those that want to fight, let them fight. Those that want to narrate, listen. There's something you said just now that we should cut them off. When they lie, I'm listening to you talk. I'm listening.
What I'm trying to say, you are taking me in the wrong way. What I
we cannot cut them off. If you want to stay away
that cut them off. Listen to what I said. That cut them off. I'm talking about. This is history. Okay, this is history. This is history of A and history of B. And history of A1 is a very mighty, has a very mighty good history, good record, past record, and history is well documented chronologically with date and events. And there's another history B that is coming and telling you that doesn't have history and is now telling you that is greater. And it is good, okay, that is even greater, even trying to rub shoulder. Then, if what I mean that to them, I don't do debunk them or whatever, is that not to give them that attention, like, oh, we have to tell them how we are related. It's like, for example, if you tell them, we know that we are related, but those set of people, we are not.
Okay, listen, if I drop you, because also when they do,
wait.
Why Shame not bad do? Apa way that the mic wa mahama we wa form royal sasat. Even no sooner guys soon. Listen. Now there's something you said now that something that is true. Some people are coming to come and say otherwise. That is what we call distortion of history. So what is true? Somebody has not come out to say otherwise. That thing that you narrated is what we call distortion of history. And when your history is distorted, what do you think we should do? You are saying they are distorting your history. You are saying that we shouldn't give them attention when we are trying to do the correction.
Let me talk from a very good perspective, you know. Distorting history or not distorting history, whatever. I know that this is still talk, but now they are distorting history. They are now distorting. But where you are referencing those your history for, you have the document. Is there? I think you are using your wait, and you have it. Wait. You have it.
It's okay.
But you want to wait. Let me finish now.
No, you listen to me. Don't I will drop you. You listen to me. Wasa me not bad na. Apa that the mark where we mark man we do form association. Na no so na get sunu. Everybody have their own opinion. This is what you are doing is what Lizzie did before. I don't like it, eh? You cannot tell me to come and I should write them off. If you don't want to listen.
I'm not controlling your platform. I am just making my own submission.
And your submission is not
Mr.
accepted.
Logosa.
Okay.
Maybe later on you get
I don't want you to talk again. It's okay if I talk to you. I don't want you to talk again. The people that provoked that the mic, what have you come out to do a video? That people provoke him. Have you done a video on them? The
people say one time, my follow us, I said, Doctor, platform.
Someone they do all these hypocrites are not like. You are coming.
No, I'm not being hypocrite, I'm be direct person.
Listen now. Oh. I want you to understand what I'm trying to say. I want you to try to understand me. You are coming here to come and tell us that it is irrelevant and insignificant for us to come and say what somebody said is not true, that this is the correct thing. For people who do not have access to the genuine record, you are saying we should ignore them. That I'm not asking you now that have you done a video of people that provoke Mike? People provoke Mike. I know that people provoke Mike. The way Mike is doing it is not the correct way. The people that provoke Mike, have you done video to come out to say, why sharing a Mike in another distorted history? Bros,
I beg, no verse. I want to ask you one question, though. No verse. You see, you use the word provoke. I want to ask you, person where they pay, propaganda person where they pay, way to do job, to distort Benin history. You they thought say they provoke. Now, bros, you get the kind of video where I get, where you not get. If you think say they provoke NAC, that one I just lie. NAC is being paid. That one I confirm. Make I tell you something, bros.
Before Mike was being paid, what happened before Mike not collect money? What happened before Mike not decided people that Mike fought before is now went and dined with them, want to transpire?
Okay, fine. Bros, before then,
do you know that there was a video? I want to make a statement of
that. Nobody provoke him.
Okay, mommy.
Bros, if you allow me to talk,
I can tell you.
Okay, mommy. Mommy, I will attend to you. When can I attend to other people? Last time we will discuss. Mama, do you know that there's a video that Kenneth Obaraye did? There's a video that Kenneth Obaraye did where he described me as a commoner. You know there's a video he did to that? Kenneth Obaraye. He did a video where he described me as a commoner.
Oh.
Hello, ma.
Imami nene video because maybe a video.
Respond. There's a video that Kenneth Obaraye did where he placed my picture and he described me as a commoner. I didn't see anybody who came out to come and say, Kenneth, that's it that you did is wrong. Mommy, if you think I'm lying, go to Kenneth Obaraye wall. You will see my picture there. Are you getting me now? I didn't see you people coming out to come and say, I didn't see people coming out to come and condemn him. Though I did not respond to him because what he said, I'm not a commoner. If you have to trace the history of the Benin, if you trace my history, you will know where I'm coming from. You understand? I'm a lover of history. You understand? I come from Iruwe. In my village, that's what they call a place Ugyosa. That is where Queen Idi and Iyesige come from. Go and make your research, your history. I come from, we are warriors. I come from that lineage. Idi and Iyesige went to fight the Benin Ida war with the OK youth. Go and look at the history there. We are talking about the history of the Benin. If you don't mention where I come from, the history of the Benin is not correct. But Kenneth came to say I'm a commoner. Because I told Kenneth that, Kenneth said the people who lived abroad are the one that is causing commotion between the Benin and the Asian people. That was what he said. And I said, you should not say that in my platform. I dropped him. At the end of the day, he did a video where he was abusing me. But I didn't listen to him because somebody has already advised me that I should not abuse people. Mama, let me tell you one thing. Daddy Mike was a great arsenal to the history of the great Benin Empire. I watched Daddy Mike video where he countered and debunked so many things that Mokife said. But today, that person today is now whining and dining with the people that he fought against. Do you know that thing that Kenneth Obaraye did? Me, I'm a strong arsenal. If not because I have integrity, I will have joined those people to come and destroy the history of the Benin. Then people will not come saying that if you were here, I mean, no, that some persons that we are supposed to come together as one to fight, they are the one that provoke me to not turn against the Benin Army. Because I can distort Benin history. Okay. Mommy, if you think I'm lying, go to Kenneth Obadaye platform. One people me wa. I will do another phone. Yaga Kenneth Obadaye. Utape the TikTok platform. Okay. Now me in the Duatana where this. Let me tell you one thing. Something transpire. I know that the way that the mic behave, he didn't handle the situation well. He allowed his annoyance to take over his thinking faculty. Me, I will not allow my annoyance to overshadow my thinking faculty. Some of us, we know they try. We they behave, we they do hypocrites. While me where some people are your party because they are your party, if they do something that is wrong, we will just look at it as if we would not see them. I don't join a kaba. Men they go that side. Why do I come in here with platform? You can't one. I'm not coming here. Woman. Now they tell me we should ignore them. We're trying to seek attention. I don't like it. I know since yesterday, I know many calls I have received of people telling me I should come up and do debunking of what that the mic is doing. And that's what I'm doing. I have that time, I have the energy. Now that at least for now, I'm a little bit free. How come and be telling me why someone not buy to why say that the mic cannot distort is to already? Why I for me royal sasat? Why the position over there? Oh yeah, swing. Why I bring out why la platform me? My man waje now they come here. I don't invite them now. Do you know the messages that people have been sending me on my DM that you talk about what that the mic is doing?
Even this coronation aspect you just talked about now already debunk all his fallacies. Now, where I explain about because Memagu
like the issue of what Royal Tabana, Idamio, honestly, the Royal like because in a imagine ita in kunoma ema control in a what Royal said just now is a very good point, but dressing is not a major criteria for describing the tribes to which someone belongs to. We can use etymology. We can use the name of places. We can use coronation. Coronation is a very viable tool that you can use to describe the superiority of a tribe over the other.
Exactly. If the obvious of Urohbo have been crowned by the Oba of Benin, that yes, already debunked all their lies.
That is it. It's a very simple topic. Have you ever asked yourself why mic can't change? A Mikey, a video, live video, Mikey, no, not all debunk monkey face. In a surprise today now, they are now when are dying together. Some of the Benin people now they concern. Don't say that the mic, oh my God, lie. I try to reach
I see tell you say like that's
let me tell you the fact. The fact. Madam Mila, excuse me. Mudane, 1 minute, Madam. Egui. And the mic, I want to tell you, it's not the Edo people that caused it. You know these people, there is a woman, or a Francis, man. There's a woman who gives them money to destroy Benin history. It automatically make me go in. When I saw Nigo Bautiti, no, you go now where you go now, but this morning we finish one of these days. I don't want to have anybody, no team, no magba, and no guy where maybe Erioje, a dog pass alobo abu. That is what I believe. But if you are one of them, now do I change this struggle or a particular people is very, very wrong. Say it the way it is, or important is it. People will listen. People will listen. I so much love it. Who do get understand? If not telling all his life, who do debunk it? The debunk where you know. You let people know that the mic is rubbish.
Yeah.
No. Why it no. We have to let them know that they were under us. They are our slaves right from time. Urohbo is just like this Romania JC. They move from Okmezeya stage. They go everywhere. If not this man, Jonathan, Bayelsa State, Ijo, Urohbo, they live near close to water. They are GC of Nigeria. When they get Romania, they will put Nigeria. They don't have a Saboya stage. They stay in Hamlet.
Exactly.
Go Hamlet, and Urohbo. Awa Gobo, I'm here. They are gypsy. Now today, if anybody just come do I not tell me no my brother is good. Sometimes also I don't normally me grow with these people. Why? And why low? How can you a Facebook? I don't know how form a sasata. They don't need them. Do you all let me do my own work? We have a talk. I form a group again, a group around the problem. Why do we know my bad was fed digby? As I do soon. My brother,
you know the money aspect. That one even comes last. That supremacy that they want to claim, that supremacy. Now that place is something they come from because once they don't, they try to fit in waiting all day there from their people. So the supremacy will not come in. That's why you see them always talking about supremacy because that supremacy they claim is from there. They go try to the fit in waiting all day there from their tribe.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. That's destructive. Yes.
No. So that's that.
I listen to what you said. Just that I'm not trying to force you over to lord you over them. I'm not saying like where you want to know. That's a very beautiful question.
Yes.
And I speak to you, you listen to me. Understand? Well, there are many people. I can where since few days a message is I have followers who they might begin where talk about it. Don't you see? People have sent me video. Maybe later I'll send you some video man on WhatsApp. You see what I'm talking about. Does it mean that you don't have you don't know about the history of these people? I will just ask even up to this morning, they won't make the swing life. My area are going. We pay always soon what the give you some. People are do you think I have that time to come up and making research? It's stressful to make research. It's able to come out, it's able to eulogize and say, guy, thank you for a job well done. Someone is telling me we should include them. I try to seek attention. What's the at least there are some things that you will have done. I've already done them. We are helping one another to make things easier. Like you, Nana, we are talking about the history of these some people, how they are related to Nupe. Yes, some people came from Nupe, it's true. But already the main people, or the main some people, they are from Benin. Something transpired. You already know. And in future, you can even recommend Christopher Belukoto Koje to maybe your relatives or your grandchildren. Well, okay, go and read this book. When you read this book, one of my brother was the one that recommended this book. So that people will have something to read, to fall back on. There are some of our Benin people now, they have those books. They will not tell you the author, they will not tell you that of the book. They will hold it.
Yeah.
They will hold it. I know what I'm talking about. I'm talking from experience. Even when you tell them that you need those books, they will be as if they didn't hear what you have said. People will just get prepared. People have confidence. Like yesterday, somebody was saying that it was Jacob Uwaja who said that the Benin people came from Ile-Ife, and that is not true. Jacob he said they migrated from Egypt. From Egypt, they find themselves in Ile-Ife. From Ile-Ife, which is Uhe, they now find themselves in the present day Benin. But I overheard yesterday somebody that person.
I was talking about Kogi. Kogi Uhe.
That is yes, now Ile-Ife Uhe. Yes, but somebody was one. If you go on president, he was forcing it on that guy. That Benin guy was trying to defend that the Benin's are not from Ile-Ife, but you don't get evidence, you don't get weapons, you don't get books to take back up. I was listening now. So I want to equip people with weapons, with books that they can read, so that they will know more and be able to defend the history of the Benin of the
Exactly.
Benin. A time will come just now. A time will come. We will not have that time anymore. Person not feel they read books as they read before again when you don't the old. So this few times you still have the strength to read books. You just read them, do this job, paste it on net so that people will know that there are books that you need to quote. The people distorting the history of the Benin, they are increasing. Are they not increasing? They are increasing. People distorting the history of the Benin, they are increasing. The Igbos are there, the Yorubas are there. Now, even the small Urohbo, what can you see journal? Small Urohbo. Go and look at the man platform. Go and look at the viewers.
As small Urohbo, they don't know that relate to the Yoruba. If you are not related to Yoruba, why are the kings Urohbo land wearing Yoruba crown?
Royal Sat, now make me fair ask. Because now make me fair ask a paralogos that question. Because me, I never hear say Urohbo and Benin relate until Lincoln explain now.
Yes,
not
we are related. They don't have the choice. So they are related.
Some are from Ijaw, some are from Yoruba, some are from Benin. Go they put
because until now, I never hear say Urohbo come from Benin before.
Yes, from Udo. Some of them were even like Okpe, like places like Okpe, Abraka, Jesse.
Okpe people now they deny their identity, say they be from Benin.
You see so? So
Okpe
if you watch it, if you watch
people they deny
just as some Esa people come from
they
Nupe.
They are not Urohbo.
Just as some Esa people come from Nupe. Now so some of these people now still come from all those Yoruba side.
Yeah, some Urohbo come from
okay. Exactly.
Yes, they still come, but mainly they still write out for those books.
Mainly not from Benin, some not from Ijaw, some not from Yoruba.
Yes, all those part of them will come from just as new people can't join. Just as new people can't join some people where really come from Benin. Now so some Yoruba also go join the Urohbo Shekiri, the job.
You see
yes, now. So they still join them. But primarily
because I see that say some part of Shekiri come from Yoruba too. Some people
part of Shekiri come from
Yoruba.
Mixture of Benin, Igala is Yoruba. The root of the Yoruba.
Urohbo.
Urohbo not get one migration. Some come from
exactly.
Some come from Yoruba. Some come from Ijaw. A little bit now come from Ijaw now, small portion.
But basically, like Isoko and Urohbo now, they term them as Zobo.
Yeah,
so I go give them those bungo look because it's an opportunity for us to tell you, Peter. When I give the sign in, I bet me lagwana. Uma me show me that I have one. So that since that back
when you make a noise, you have to find Nayan.
Because Benin history is so true and authentic. We're not let them know. Nobody can actually distort the history of Benin. These people, they just be waste their time. They go by.
Now, if any Urohbo person they ask you question about tell us why they are their king they wear Yoruba crown. The only dear in the whole ask that first question. Why is your king, all your OVA wearing the Yoruba king crown?
That one self. That one self. Now even minor point. The main point is the coronation. The main point is the coronation of the king. The duke. They are not king. They are duke. Obviously, are dukes. Why is it that they have to pay homage to the Oba of Benin before they are big crown? That is coronation. You cannot compare coronation with dressing. Coronation is a
coronation important, but crown still important. Crown are number one.
Why they tell you so now? The coronation is
like number one.
Listen, not be crown.
All the place will be different.
Listen,
from their crown, you don't let know say this one from.
No. That is not that one. That is culture. That is dressing. We're talking about the coronation, the homage they pay. Like when we talk, the reason why we are able to hold the Yoruba that Lagos Eko belongs to the Benin was the homage that they were paying to the Benin to the Benin Oba. The dressing can change. Like what you said, I said the dressing change. If you look the real original dressing of the Urohbo people, it's different from what you are saying now. The dressing may change. That's why we say language and name. They are not the major criteria.
Why not change? They are all
listen, let me talk. If I'm talking, listen to me.
They are all crown like this, so I beg go.
Let me explain. Language and name, they are not predominant criteria for describing whether a person belongs to a particular tribe. You understand? It is the blood ties, the kinship is more superior than language and dressing. That's what I want you people to know. Some of us now we are bearing English name. Does it mean that we are from British? No. We speak English. Does it mean that we are from Britain? No. But your blood ties, your forefathers, it is a stronger tie compared to language and dressing. That's what I'm trying to establish. That's why you see that when Nname is talking about you speak Igbo, you bear Igbo name, you say you are not Igbo, like the Ekwere people. Why you say you are not Igbo? You are bearing Igbo name. You are bearing you speak Igbo. You say you are not Igbo. They will say no, because why are they? Because they are forefathers. The forefathers, the blood ties. So you cannot use language and name as a better criteria for describing whether a person belongs to a particular tribe. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay.
All this Aka, I never hear since when I see rich as at my age. So say the same Aka, na born Edo people. All the places we even have in Benin, you go see Dingun, Iduneri, Idun, where you don't see Aka enemy for the Aka where you even they talk about, you never know whether na him be the junior of the Peking, if at all there is any Aka. Whether na him be the center child or na him be the junior, you don't know anything. We have never heard anything about Aka, say na him born this thing. Anything where make Benin, all of the day Benin, no one day Urohbo. You understand?
Even mommy
so, the thing is just that. Wait till they not be where they go want to declare. Now there the whole story, now there the whole problem lies. Where that thing where they not be, where they go want to claim for social media. You mean since decades, since the existence of Benin, nobody can't know anything apart from you now in this social media era. Now you go contact your forefathers. How Benin day, how Benin start. So all this thing is alarming.
Even mommy
before the money aspect where they go come they pay them.
Mommy me herself. Even apart from Aka, man, what have you, even the Paidu self, who was the father of those 3 sons, is a Benin man. There are evidences to prove that Paidu was a Benin man. Thank you. But again, am I wrong? Okay, look, people are watching us now. We have
before Paidu self, Benin have been existing for hundreds thousands of years.
Centuries, yes.
And during that time of Paidu self, there was nothing like a primogeniture system.
No.
If I thought the Aka you are talking about, where we never know whether Nigeria, if there was even anything like that, you understand? Your forefathers would have said that.
The guy did a video now. I watched that video when that the man came out now. He said, listen, that how the Urobos is known to the Benin, that it is the Benin historian that says so.
Those are just young historians.
When am I
expect him to say that everything they go know. The thing is that they just want to fit into a place they don't belong to. Before they go, they pay them join. You know the fear. Now you go come carry the talk. Say senior your head. All these things they are provoking. If not me, Biologos and where they tell me say some part of you come from Benin. Me, I never hear and say Urohbo and Benin relate. If not be Biologos and me, I don't believe. Because even when growing up, now they try to explain to her. I grew up with Urohbo people. My parents never told me we were related. They just stayed in our house for so many years. We grew up together, not only Urohbo. They get other people for our house that time. For years we were together. My parents, we were just neighbors, friends. Nobody ever told me, say Urohbo relate to Benin.
Kakabo history all the time. I'm surprised now. Even this year, Urohbo Wajo, even Sunu, I have the documentary now. Why the Urhobos are
Yeah,
the
you
first
know
one?
why is Ishekiri now? Somebody wrote, we are related by. Yes, you know why? Is the son of Obaoluwa.
Yes,
The first Olu of Ishekiri. We know that part of it because even when I was trying to explain to him, several times Olu of Ori, this recent one, Atuashe, he has been to the palace. Maybe I did tell her, say, me, I never see Robo King. Apart from where Logos had explained us so. Because anybody where me I not see from the palace of Benin, me I not go feel say you come from there. That's why some part of you know the Shekiri people, I can boldly say they relate to Benin because I saw the brother of Shekiri several times in the River Palace of Benin Kingdom. So that kind of thing, me I could see just use hand, not test. So that's that. Eh? I don't understand.
Mama, they relate to even Isoko Ijo.
Yes, nah.
Kakabonia.
And when lose the throne, when anyone not the throne, no matter Mario Viedo, I'm Mune. Oh, by Masia Guadomune. Janaga, oh, yeah, you buy your Kerebudo. When you're problem, I'm with the title. When anyone or no title or hear your what you do. That is how they do it.
Yeah.
The other day when I hear from them, they don't say, oh, Giso still come from Yoruba, not be Yoruba again. Because these people, they will just keep on provoking people. Anyhow, the provocation is just too much. Can't you provoke the culture? Waiting to concern you of Benin, known worldwide. Known worldwide. History that have been there since decades. Now you small picking. Go say from the beginning, the history of Benin known worldwide that have been there since decades. You small picking jobless thing, you go just on social media. Come they talk with you don't know. Come they talk with you don't know because you are jobless. Come they do a show pra for social media instead of you to go find job. Waiting carry you come abroad. No be that why you go come there again. You come they talk history where don't they? Where they never even born your forefathers. Where you don't know anything about. It's not good, eh? It's not good.
For me, I will never relent. People, a bit on the outside, know they are denying no video. So I will be responding to them. Those that have the time.
My brother, he said where they go come they talk with it, they don't know. Why don't you take a camera to that your king? Go outside whether you senior Benin or not. If you don't even want to go to the palace, wouldn't it have been better? You carry your camera, that your king where you say they your place. You go there, go outside. Who senior each other? Benin senior you. Una come from Benin at all. Now you senior Benin. That would be faster. It would be better. You go ask from your king.
The people's TV.
But they finish for king. Full on social media now.
People's TV. This issue of there's a guy they call coming soon. When somebody invited me to come and do a little history on the Esan people, the guy was telling me that the Benin came to invade and conquered Esan. That Esan was on his own. Esan is not from Benin. That what happened was that the Benin people came to invade and conquer Esan land. And I told him, no, that is not true.
That is just the real fact. I was told I am a caca man again, no, but very say by a duty. Why no cow? You know everything about those. Those are old stories. Okay, now inside them struck by the this thing is saying. They don't have history. Only the history money every time I don't concern the son. O ma gbeda mu gbabore ni agbe ni we to obo yo hara mi re ba tie gbegede. Ya do sun agbe gbe kuni ni agbe. That is the only history they will tell us. I don't think they have other history. And how they have a strong magbeda na Igwe how they reside in that place. They are the warrior from Benin. I don't know how they come. How they even see I can still tell you people the story. They were fighting for that. They now went to the palace of Oba of Benin to know the senior among them. Irua king was the last king to come. Enogiro myoga atawi odion. Ekeno ogiro aire. Enogiro everybody arieba enogiro akekero onogu romi no we odion amwe amene no onogiro a no yakpobo oyina yo beva kpobo wa meni. Iya ri efe no eba wa ka mi awe ohin ebu egbe. Aya mo kage sane enogiro a. Giro ka okage sane. That is not the story. This story in Niamey. We know everything about the Asian people. The Niamey story, I made a tell story in Niamey. That is how it happened.
So, just look at the whole of Wikipedia now. Okosun Ebodari, he don't go right how he shall take on from the moon, from from ghosts and every other thing. But still, they will not leave Benin alone. Since you now have history, where you go right for Wikipedia now, where consign a knock, consign ghost, why don't you face that your ghost history now? Because